He's a celebrity, bona fide. Is he hot or not when you can't decide? Wait a hot minute. Wait a hot minute. You know, Ed Hardy ain't a deal breaker if you know how to shake it, your money maker. In a hot minute. Hot minute. Hairstyles and the structure of bones on your smartphone, taking you to the phone zone in a hot minute.
Hot sizzling. That was Brett Rosenberg, aka Quiche Night. He's great. Thank you so much, Brett, for that tantalizing and sizzling.
I liked how many elements there were.
I do. Yeah, there were so many elements. So this is Hot Minute. I'm Jamie.
I'm Ashley.
And this is a podcast about who is hot. We just love to gab. We like to get together as gals and just gab about who's hot.
Yeah, and talk and have fun. And sometimes we go off track a little. Sometimes, you know, the rails are left behind.
The railing is off the hospital bed. And
I mean, the monorail is what it is. You know, one rail. We're two women. So it gets off track.
It gets off track. But we have, you know what we do most of all, though? We have fun.
That's so true.
And we're friends.
So good.
We're really good friends. Ashley, I have a question. What was it? It was, do you have who are you crushing on?
I'm so glad you asked me, Jamie. I think like all of America, I'm crushing on Mank.
Oh my, aren't you? Tell me more about this Mank character.
Well, I halfway watched the movie Mank today on my work laptop in the middle of the time with sunlight reflecting on a good 2/3 of the screen. And, you know, it was about a lot of things. It was about film.
Mostly about Mank.
And Mank writing and Hollywood and the issues. And, you know, there's actors in it.
But you don't know how it ends yet.
You know, I watched it and I still kind of don't know how it ends because I didn't really 100% watch it.
But it's your crush.
Sure.
I mean, honestly, it looks pretty good.
There's parts of it where there's fake film popping. And I'm like, oh, aren't you cute? I like Amanda Seyfried.
I do too. You know, it's David Fincher. Did that influence you watching Mank?
The fact that it's called Mank influenced me watching it.
Same. I didn't watch it, but that will get me.
It's a horrible title. It's horrible. It's the dumbest name it's the fellow's nickname. What can you do? I don't know. I like to see Gary Oldman do acting, and that's what he did. That's my crush.
That sounds great. That sounds really good.
But I have a question for you.
Yeah, what is it?
Who are you crushing on?
Oh, mine is not a who, but a what, and it is salami. The meat, the cured meat. I love salami. I don't really have a lot to say about it, frankly, but
favorite time of day to eat it?
Right fucking now. I'm about to eat a piece right now. I've got it on a charcuterie plate. I really wish I'd combined that with a cheese, but I wanted to chew on it for this bit. But it's great. I like the kind that has pepper, but I don't like it when the pepper's so big you have to pop the peppers out. You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking. That's more like a summer sausage thing, I find.
Maybe that's what I like.
No, I know exactly what you're saying, but I just find that the summer sausage experience has like whole pepper in it frequently.
I don't like that at all. No, this is just a calabrese Italian big old. Honestly, the slices are quite round, so the parent salami must have been quite large, and it's delicious. It's
mother salami
from the homeland. But yeah, that's it. That's who I'm crushing on. So
that sounds good. Do we have anything else? A theme or anything happening?
Oh God! Well, is there anything happening this week? Or
no? Do you want to check the calendar?
Hold on.
Oh, hey, who's this? Who's this one?
Oh my God!
Oh my gosh! It's my boyfriend Dave.
And it's my boyfriend Brad.
Hey.
Hi guys.
Hey.
What's up?
Hey.
That's cool that we're all here.
I know. And it's weird because I live with Brad.
And I live with Dave.
And they're here in the room. Guys, what is up?
Not much. we just got here.
Should we ask them?
Yeah. Hey, Dave, who are you crushing
Who
on?
am I crushing on?
Yeah.
You, my dear.
Aww.
You can say anything though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to say Ashley.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really into nasal rinses from Walgreens.
Yeah.
They're fantastic. They're awesome. So, you ever seen those?
Like a Neil Med?
There's the Navage.
Like a Neil Med,
that.
Jamie
Yeah.
knows.
Yeah, that's right there. That's the one. Yeah, that thing. I have one that has a filter, like a water filter built into it. Like,
That's Navage. We've seen that one on TV.
yeah, it's awesome.
Like a
Like
pump.
you don't have to sterilize the water.
Oh, you don't? See, that was going to be my next question is I do not suffer a fool that does not distill or boil their nose water.
You have to like boil the water on the stove. Like you have to get
We
rid
had
of
a pot
for
that was
like
like
an
the
hour,
boiling pot.
Yes.
like, clean your sinuses.
It's great for sinus sufferers,
Yeah.
allergy
Yeah.
sufferers.
And it looks so like horrifying when you use it too.
Yeah. I love like what comes out the other nostril.
Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful. I know.
It's neat.
Like,
That's sexy. That's a really good crush.
It's the thetans, right? It gets rid of the thetans.
Yes. Yes. So Brad,
Yeah.
assuming Dave's done talking about that, I thought of something to ask you. Who are you crushing on?
Who?
Or what?
It's more of my heart is full of love. So it's hard to pick just one. But I really am admiring the courage of the Act Blue fundraising email campaign.
Okay.
Because the election is basically over.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Yet-
over.
Yet they are still able to just like hit me up daily.
Uh-huh.
And I know what they're doing, and it still works because they still
giving them money?
They still make me feel this urgency.
Why are you doing that?
Let's stop.
How much are you giving them?
Just
Thousands and thousands of dollars.
it's like hundreds. It's
Well, that's concerning.
it's pretty frequent.
I'm pretty concerned about that.
It's really urgent, and they're really good at it, right? Because like I know what they're doing.
Brad and I would like to say, met at an email marketing company. So the fact that you're routinely falling for email scams is scary.
Respect
Respect the game.
They're good at what they do. Yeah.
All right. Well, I would rather you spend money on something that's coming up this week, which is Hanukkah.
Yes.
For those out there that don't know, Hanukkah, I've learned from Brad, is coming up this week. Why do I know that? Because Brad is Jewish.
This is correct.
And so I thought today maybe we could talk about like the sexiest Jewish celebrities of all time. But
Are all of them celebrities? Is going to be my first question.
well, we'll be the judge of that.
Dave, are you Jewish?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm a Jew too.
Cool.
What?
Yeah.
I knew that.
Game, recognize game.
Right. Does that actually like I'm offended now? Like, do I pass for a Gentile? Like I feel like
It's pretty dark in your house. It's hard for us to see you.
I always thought of myself as
You could be Italian. You could be any number of like Mediterranean things, not Spanish.
yeah.
Oh, I think of Dave as a real swarthy
Not
Spaniard.
Spanish. Yeah.
So today's episode is just basically going to be us celebrating, honestly, something that clearly Ashley and I are attracted to, hot Jewish people, because we got two of the hottest ones we know here on the line today. So we're going to chop it up. We're going to celebrate, and we're going to give this holiday its due because you know what? Mariah Carey's got Christmas covered, and we're fucking going to own Hanukkah.
This is our double whistle.
This is us. This is what we're here to do. So our producer, Michael, has produced the coolest thing I've ever seen in my whole life.
This.
Which we're not going to be able to do it justice. There'll surely be a photograph of this. But Michael has created
The Hottie generator.
the Hottie generator. So the bag is virtual 2020. Here we are. Fuck you. We're here. You can't stop us. We don't need to put a hand in an old lunch bag.
We can push a button.
push a
Find a
button.
hottie like that, a thematic hottie even.
Thematic hottie. So Michael has coded this hottie database, and we're just going to click. Hopefully there's a really thick, nasty clicking sound. Oh my God. Number one, everyone. Mandy Patinkin.
Yeah, that's what was that, Chicago Hope?
Yeah.
That's your first reference for him?
Yeah,
nice.
That's what comes up.
Pictures coming up. I mean, I know what he looks like, and I mean, I like all eras of him. I just didn't know if we were even going to specify like young or older.
I think it's just whatever Patinkin you're thinking.
I mean, I'm a fan. I didn't know he was Jewish. I'm probably going to play it.
Mandy Patinkin.
That's what we were playing.
I probably am going to say that a lot.
I mean, like
my first.
You go, Brad.
My first
I feel like you've got strong
experience of Mandy Patinkin is him singing on some Broadway show.
Okay.
Like,
did you see the show?
No. This would be like on a tape that my parents, like one of my parents would have had in their car. So I was like, as a young man, and I didn't react all that well to it at the time.
Great.
I didn't appreciate the Patinkin.
He was a singer at all.
Yeah. No, he's a famous he's a song and dance man. I want to say, I really don't know if this is true, but I think he's been in Fiddler on the Roof. And if he hasn't, we should cut that part out. But he's definitely been on Chicago Hope. And he most recently was on Homeland, which if you read a lot of erotic fan fiction, as I know all four of us do, there's a lot of erotic fan fiction about Mandy Patinkin on Homeland. That's
interesting. I guess he's a good guy. On Homeland?
I mean,
an ambiguous guy, a bad guy. What's his deal?
He's good. He's basically Carrie Mathison. Why do I know this? He's Carrie Matheson's like father figure. So just imagine what they do in the fanfics. Okay. It's not that way on the show. He really is a paternal figure. He's a Patinkin. I'd say he's hot though.
Yes, hot. Congrats to Papa Patinkin.
Brad, Dave.
What opinions on Mandy?
Is he hot?
Present. Yeah, he's fine.
Gal Gadot,
Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman.
She, Gal Gadot. Oh, Michael's got us, guys. Guys.
Now it's a lot more like the Joe Rogan podcast. I know where we're at now.
This is a lot of people say that Hot Minute's like the Joe Rogan podcast.
That's what I keep hearing,
That's what everyone's saying.
Yeah, it's like Alex Jones, Joe Rogan, and like the Chew is kind of what the three. Gal Gadot, yeah, I mean she's incredibly attractive.
Yeah, I mean
she was in the Israeli army.
I mean, what are we gonna say? She's not hot?
Exactly.
What is this?
We don't have to, guys. We don't have to spend a lot of time here. I prefer it if we moved on.
You don't like spend like 10 minutes like breaking it down.
Like she's got a bit.
You know what though? She does look like a melted version. You know what? If you look at her, if this blown up picture, if you decide she's a fucked up version of Angelina Jolie, now you can't unsee it.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Decide that she's like a weird looking Angelina Jolie. Yeah. You see?
Yeah. Yeah. If you look like really squint, she's got kind of like a peanut head.
You have to like let your eyes kind of blur, like you're looking at one of those 3D.
Yeah.
I see a dolphin.
Yeah, like she looks like Droopy Dog in this picture. Droopy Dog, bitch. Yeah.
Droopy Dog, bitch. Yeah, she's not cute. Here's my favorite thing about Gal Gadot is that Imagine video that she did at the beginning of COVID. That feels like 50 years ago.
I don't remember anything that you're referencing right now.
That's fine. We'll play it for y'all later, probably. Anyway, let's move on. Okay, guys, you ready? This is so fun, right?
Shia Labeouf. Do you know who that is?
Yeah, kind of.
This is great.
That meme with him, and like I've read about that movie that he's in, like on Amazon. It's a big deal.
Give me any other context.
He's been through struggles, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Somebody that has the Gavin McGinnis picturing right here. Like, I just can't even,
Wait, what did
like
he do?
like angular.
Yeah.
That super
goatee.
long, like.
Yeah. But like, I guess it's kind of in a Jewy way.
I had no idea he was Jewish.
Yeah, I didn't either,
There's going to be quite a few of those in here, boys. Buckle up. Buckle up. I think Shia Labeouf, shocking to no one, he's chaotic and messy, so I think he's hot.
He is just like literally like every fucking piece of shit dude from my hometown that I grew up with and wanted to avoid as much as humanly possible.
So
maybe
hot.
7% hotter than them on average, maybe 7 to 10% hotter. But yeah, same like what? Like fucked up father who didn't love them or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
And he has like a really weird attachment to his mom, and they were like hippies, and yeah. Pretty cool to me. Let's move on.
I wish him well.
Yeah. I hope he doesn't
Happy Hanukkah, Shia LaBeouf.
I wonder what he's doing this week.
Roseanne Barr.
Boy.
Dave's been watching The Connors.
Yeah. Yeah. They killed Roseanne off The Connors.
Right. Yeah.
Did she actually die? Is that how they?
Yeah, she gets addicted. They just find out that she was hooked on OxyContin or whatever.
They just kill her.
Oh wow! So they didn't even. It wasn't even like she had some.
No. Like oh shit! Like we didn't realize it, but she's been like scamming pills for years.
Wow! Of all the ways they could have written her off the show.
Get this. Okay, get this. So Dan has a new girlfriend and it's Katie Seagal.
No, are you serious?
Yes.
She's good.
Katie Seagal is
She's in a band.
Futurama, Leela.
Futurama.
Married with Children.
Peg from Married with Children.
She's from
Yes, thank you, Michael. You're
Katie
good
Seagal.
overtime tonight.
Is she Jewish?
Is Katie Seagal Jewish? I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
He's like, she's got a very unique look to her. Okay, guys, drum roll.
I mean, Seagal or Seagull?
Seagull.
Seagull?
Yeah, that's true.
Is she? She's Ukrainian Jewish. Like Brad.
Respect, yeah.
I'm so proud of your cousin, Katie.
Cousin Katie.
Yeah, we all, I always look up to her.
I mean, Married with Children took place in the Chicagoland area, so
it did.
So I bet you related to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we used to hang out.
This is great. Oh, great question from the audience, from a viewer. If the dad is Jewish, but the mom is not, does it count? Brad?
Depends on who you ask. I think according to regulation, no.
The Federation.
It doesn't count. But
like if you're wrestling her, technically,
yeah,
not Jewish.
Yeah, like it's like an exhibition match. But so my best friend is married to a woman who comes from a family that has this exact dynamic, and she considers herself Jewish. Wow. And so do I. They literally were just texting us like 5 minutes ago about, hey, you want to do a Zoom Hanukkah?
So there we go.
We are. Okay, cool. I just found out we're doing a Zoom Hanukkah too.
Oh my God. Well, let's invite his friend that's fake Jewish.
I guess he's real Jewish.
Yeah, they are real Jewish.
Like they're really Jewish and not fake Jewish.
They're definitely not. They're not fakers.
No posers.
No posers. Well, congrats to Katie. According to Brad, it works. It sticks. Roseanne Barr, though, we didn't talk about her, so she's dead. She's terrible. She's a terrible person. She's not pretty.
Happy Hanukkah to Katie and not to Roseanne.
And not to Roseanne Barr. Fuck you. All right, let's move on.
Tom Arnold. That's another discussion.
That's a whole other.
Doesn't he have a star?
No, what about John Goodman?
Oh yeah, Goodman. What's that?
I don't think John Goodman's Jewish.
I don't think John Goodman's Jewish. No, I don't think so. But
oh, first hit. John Goodman, there's a website called jewornot.com. His score is 6.
How does he get a 6?
Isn't it like a binary thing?
On a scale of what? What if that means he's like 100%? Like,
on a scale of 1, sadly not a Jew. That's the verdict. So we got more than halfway there, and then they pulled back.
Yeah, I mean, C's get degrees, but 6 out of 10 is just not going to cut the mustard, I guess.
Yeah. All right. I forgot who pulled. Oh, Evan Rachel Wood.
Rachel Wood. I didn't know she was Jewish.
I don't even know who that is.
She is a TV actor.
She's from TV.
Marilyn Manson. She's on Westworld.
Main heroine from Westworld. She was in
anything.
Used to date Marilyn Manson. I think she's quite stunning.
Here's
bisexual woman. Proudly bisexual.
She was like bisexual before it was a thing.
Yeah, that's why I call it out. Basically everyone is now, but like she was like, hey, it's not cool to say this. I'm going to say it. So,
yeah. She's kind of whatever to me. Like if she stopped working as an actor tomorrow, I would not notice. I mean, that's just the truth.
Brad, what do you think?
I mean, I only know her from Westworld, and she played a robot, and I had no idea what was going on in that show, so no comment.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, structurally, she has what most people would consider a pleasant face.
She's beautiful.
We don't.
She's got like a hot bod. Like she's way more bod than she is face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not that she's unattractive. She's a handsome woman.
She is a handsome woman.
Call a handsome woman.
Yeah. I'm with you. No, her body's sick.
Yeah. 12 out of 10.
12 out of 10 bod. Kind of a crabby man face. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing from the group.
Now, I wonder, do you think that she and Marilyn Manson like had like Shabbat? Like, they do like Friday Shabbat?
Evan and Brian.
No, is he Jewish?
I don't think so. I feel like I would have learned that in 1997.
For sure.
Yeah, Brian Warner.
Oh, Warner. Yeah, I don't know about that. Oh, he's a 2.
So we can. This website is great.
Wow, that is really
quick feedback too.
So Marilyn Manson is less of a Jew than John.
Yep.
There's degrees of not being a Jew, apparently.
Huh. Yeah. All right.
This game.
Like, yeah. Well, how do you get a 2? Like, he's never watched like a Mel Brooks movie or something. Like
Alice Cooper.
Sorry.
Yeah. How are you?
He's Jewish, though.
Wait, who?
Jim Varney.
Oh, Jim Varney's a tribesman. Ernest.
Yeah.
Ernest P. Worrell.
Oh, I could see that.
I was asking.
Yeah, I mean,
he's from Tennessee, so like maybe not.
Jim Varney and Katie Seagal look alike.
They're probably related.
The Jewish website. What was it? It's not a Jew.org.
Is Jim Varney not on there?
He's not even on there. I can't believe they don't. Well, he was like an ice cream spokesman.
Yeah.
Like
he went to jail
a lot.
He's the you know what I mean guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ernest. Also, for the kids out there listening, all of our child fans, he's the Slinky Dog in the Toy Story franchise.
That's right. He was also on the last season of the original run of Roseanne when it was all a dream and he played a prince that was going to marry Jackie.
Yes, he did. And now they're all dead.
It just makes you feel like embarrassed.
All right. Fire it up. Who's next?
Nev
Campbell.
Oh, wow.
Yes, right?
That was real fast.
Yeah,
you instantly knew who Nev Campbell was.
Oh, no, I don't. I actually don't know who she is.
Who did you think she was?
I don't know.
She's from Party of Five.
Was there a model named
Scream?
You were thinking of Naomi Campbell.
Naomi Campbell.
Naomi Campbell.
Yeah. I doubt Naomi Campbell is Jewish. She could be.
She's that girl. She's Scream.
Okay. Yeah, I only saw like none of those movies.
I know that she's Canadian.
She is Canadian.
I know that she was in a Kids in the Hall sketch.
Oh, she was in Wild Things, a very sexual film.
I forgot about that. It was
with
Denise Richards and Matthew
Modine.
No.
No, it was
Jim Varney.
Broderick.
Oh, Kevin Bacon. Yeah, I remember this movie.
is
Matt Dillon.
Wild Things more or less of a which erotic thriller thrills more? Wild Things or Bound?
Oh, Bound, I think, is actually maybe a good movie. So I'm going to say Wild Things.
I don't know if I've ever seen
Wow,
either
it was
one.
like controversial because it was like a big deal because it had a threesome in it.
Yeah, and cool.
Yes, there's a threesome. They pour champagne on each other's titties, and then you see Kevin Bacon's penis later. I was at my friend Kathy's house when we watched it, and I remember being like, "That's a penis. I just saw one," and feeling pretty cool.
Bacon dick.
Is Kevin Bacon Jewish?
I mean, was he circumcised?
I don't remember. I don't recall. It was a really quick scene. It's like he gets out of a shower and it's just like doink. Also, if Bacon, if you're Jewish and your last name is Bacon, that seems kind of messed up.
Right. Especially if it's like a stage name and he picked it on purpose.
He's openly atheist. Rock on. Oh my God. What a turd.
Like, I think bacon is delicious, you know?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'm pretty pro bacon.
Cool.
Yeah.
I bet Kevin Bacon owns like a lot of leather bracelets.
Yeah, for sure. This is great. Nev Campbell, though.
Oh yeah, she's pretty. Yeah.
You think she's hot?
I had an early like high school crush on Nev Campbell, Party 5.
Okay.
That makes sense.
I like that.
And one way or the other, but she's pretty. I like her.
The thing I've always liked about Nev Campbell is she is pretty, but she's kind of not typical looking. Like she's not generic looking. She has like a distinct face.
You know, I think there's an inner gentleness about her that shines through. Maybe is a little bit unique.
Maybe give that to her, okay?
World. I don't know.
Lacey Chabert, who is the younger Claudia from Party of Five, always thought she looked like an adult that's very small. Like a 40-year-old woman that's just like really tiny.
Yeah, she was one of those kids that had like a lollipop body where it's like you're 70 pounds, but it's all in your fucking head. Like that was Lacey Chabert. I hated her.
Yeah, she sucked. I like that remake of Lost in Space though. Did you ever see that? Had Matt LeBlanc and Lacey Chabert. I saw it in the theater 3 times. I don't know. I've never seen Citizen Kane, but I've seen Lost in Space with Lacey Chabert 3 times. How about the soundtrack?
Who's the lead? Who is that?
William Hurt. Mimi Rogers. Ever heard of her? No.
Clearly.
Heather Graham. Gary Oldman from Mank. Mank is in it.
Himself? Wow.
And Matt LeBlanc. I mean, honestly, this cast is great.
Wait, who's the professor?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
it's got to be Gary Oldman.
It's Gary Oldman. Yeah, William Hurt is the dad.
It's Gary Oldman, so probably.
Yeah,
Heather Graham is like his daughter, but there's like a palpable sexual chemistry.
Wait, how old is Heather Graham in this? Like,
she's like 32.
Like how old? Yeah.
She was way too old to be the sexy older daughter. I remember the Crystal Method did some songs on the soundtrack, and I thought this was
get digitized.
That's dope.
Is that right?
That's pretty dope.
That's quite a palette of acting talent.
I mean,
Matt LeBlanc.
Nobody talks about this movie. It's great.
Everyone else.
Remember it.
I don't know who the little boy is, and I don't care. It's probably Stewart. Yeah, it's a little boy from Malcolm in the Middle or something.
Jon Stewart.
Guys.
Classic Jewish person.
Yeah.
Classic. What's a classic Jewish person?
I mean, he's obviously Jewish. He's smart and funny, and everybody knows him, and people like him. Jon Stewart. He's kind of like a national institution.
Yeah.
I mean, like people probably thought we would say like he was hot, like
Well, he was
20 years ago.
He was. Yeah.
I mean, I still think he's kind of hot.
Just making like bad movies and
yeah.
Well, I mean, he's like, not to be rude, but like the wrong age to be good. Not to be ageist, but like, oh, the rally for fucking sanity. Like, you could not have missed the mark more, my dude. Like, you're gonna have to atone.
I mean,
sorry, you had a fucking national platform and you had a lot of power, and you fucking whiffed it. Whoops. Oh well.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he made his contribution.
Did he?
I think did quite a bit. Yeah.
Like what?
I don't know. I have those,
Tucker Carlson has a show.
I have those Indecision 99. He's in the other room.
No.
But here's the thing. I was just thinking, like, I mean, if you wanted to talk about someone with lasting Jewish, like if you had to ask me if it would be Jon Stewart or like Gary Shandling, you know what I mean? Gary Shandling.
Yeah. R.I.P.
Yeah. And like kids definitely have no idea who Gary Shandling is.
No.
And they don't even really know who Jon Stewart is. They really don't know because they do like that South African guy who is, to me, the new guy who has probably been on the Daily Show for like 8 years.
I know. And like, I remember him being new and I still think of him as new. And I'm like, I don't know about that new guy.
I don't
watch it.
I don't like him because he's the new guy and he's different.
Whoa, where are we going with this?
New and scary. Like, it's not the Daily Show I remember. Like, George Bush is bad. And
I mean, that show kept me going for a while.
I know. It was like cathartic. It was catharsis. That's what it,
Like, like we didn't really have anything like that anymore.
Yeah, we broke like a lot of careers. Kind of other people like launched from there. Now there's like a million shows that are kind of doing the fake news thing, which is probably 750,000 too many. But
well, and also you do have to think about where the Daily Show started, because it wasn't just like a Craig Kilborn. It was just kind of like a trash Comedy Central, like nobody watched it show.
Version of The Soup or something.
Yeah, no, it totally was. And then Jon Stewart took over, and it turned, because like before that, what did he do? He was just a comedian.
He was a stand-up comic, and he had like on TV, the Jon Stewart show.
Isn't he? He's in Reality Bites.
There was like a Remote Control. Wasn't that a show that he did?
Oh yeah.
I think he might have been.
It was like an MT. Yeah, wasn't it the game show?
Wait,
right, but isn't he in the Reality Bites? Isn't he?
Yeah. Wait, no, that's Ben Stiller.
No, but I think Jon Stewart's in it too, right? Am I making that up?
Wait, Reality Bites, is that
Hold on.
Ethan Hawke? Am I even thinking of the right movie?
Yeah.
I don't remember him in Reality
Jon Stewart's in Half Baked.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he is.
Because he asks if you've ever done things on weed.
Yep.
And I really relate to that. I think that's a good question that, we should all ask ourselves. I liked him then a lot more than I like him now.
I swear to God, I thought he was in this movie, and not because I thought he was Ben Stiller.
That's exactly it.
I confused him and Renee Zellweger.
She's in Empire Records.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's it. Okay. Well, I mean, he's hot.
No, he's not.
To quote Ashley, he had a platform and he doinked it. What'd you say?
He whiffed it. I don't know. Metaphored it, fucking middle-aged man it. I don't know. Like, yeah. I don't know. He's got dad vibes to me in a way that I don't like.
Got it. Mm-hmm. I can see that. It's like you at one point had an incredibly important role in our sort of political discourse, and then you're just like, bye.
I mean, he's aging into kind of like a Mandy Patinkin kind of figure. Because
Patinkinish, the battle of Patinkin.
Yeah. Sounds like he's Patinkin.
Patinkin.
I hate myself so much. Mandy Patinkin also is really funny on Twitter with his wife. And it's at this point getting a little bit contrived. Like they're too in on the joke. But the first several videos were great.
Ben, you gotta stop now because it's only a matter of time before you hate him.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Okay.
What's the next?
Bob Dylan.
He sold all of his masters today. So now he's
that.
Rich bitch. He's taking gold-plated dumps, like his lifelong dream, right? I don't know.
Hundreds of millions of dollars.
Really? I did not know this.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
shout out for being able to own your music.
Wow, yeah.
That's true.
You know, like most people are not that have a career like that aren't able to even own their masters. So
looking at his face as a human man, I don't like it.
Yeah, I mean, that's a bad picture and it's very unattractive and it makes him not look attractive. Really important thing that Bob Dylan in this picture looks like a lesbian stand-up comedian.
Yeah. True.
He's Paula Poundstone.
He looks like Paula Poundstone.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paula Zimmerman.
Is Paula
Right?
Poundstone
Zimmerman's
Jewish?
is well.
Oh yeah, his name is.
I don't know if Paula Poundstone is.
I mean, Bob
I
Dylan,
I bet she's Presbyterian.
I think she's 7
she's a 7 on the scale.
on the scale of 0 to Jewish.
I mean, she's more than Marilyn Manson.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if
she's
more or
quite
less than John
Goodman level, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she is a female stand-up comedian that wears suit coats. So I feel like
that's at least a 2.
That's at least something. That is something.
Shoulder pads. She had like shoulder pads.
Yeah, big shoulder pads. Got her kids taken away. She got him back.
Yeah.
So I have a question about Bobby Zimmerman, though, which is how hot is he really? Is he
Not at all
hot, or is he actually hot?
He's not at all hot to me. But I think he's like cool, or he has been cool. I don't know. What I was going to say about Bob Dylan is he definitely, I think, peaked facially. Like everything's like his weird sort of Muppety feminine features with his like hawkish other features sort of all melted together in the 80s when he was in the Traveling Wilburys. He looked like pretty good at that point. Everyone, I think, in that era, in that band looked pretty good.
So like 45, 50.
Yeah, they were like 45, 50. They'd all kind of grown into their like extreme.
He looks terrible. And he looks like shit.
I know. And this is like the best that he looks.
He looks like the roadie you give like wide berth to.
Best he's looked. Maybe it's just because he looks like
it's like you don't put yourself next to George Harrison.
Right. Really ever.
Or I guess
Tom Petty honestly looked pretty good then.
Did you know that Tom Petty and Gary Shandling were like super close friends?
No.
Oh,
That's great.
wow.
There's like I saw some YouTube video somewhere of them like hanging out in Tom Petty's studio having meaning of life conversations. And it's like very endearing.
Aww.
I love that.
Wow, that like makes
For Hanukkah, I'm gonna get you a painting of Tom Petty and Gary Shandling in heaven with Roseanne, the character.
We don't normally title the episodes, but that's the episode title.
So get ready.
All right.
If I've got any painter friends out
Oh,
there.
wait, the 3 boobies are here. There they are.
There they are.
1, 2, 3.
3.
Look at Total Recall.
Yep.
They're watching Total Recall, which Brad and I watched last night. The girl that
Oh, it's on right now?
they're watching it. Yeah.
Oh, so you,
Like to light us.
Yeah, it's dark in there.
okay.
The girl.
Screw you.
Oh yeah. So at one point,
Yeah.
at what point, a villain who is driving a giant screwdriver truck that is trying to grind into and kill Arnold Schwarzenegger and the prostitute is getting killed, and they put a drill into the side of the big drill and drill into his body and kill him. And as he's dying, he screams, "Screw you!"
Yeah.
That's you know what? That's the kind of stuff that Mank would do.
That's what Mank. This WWMD.
Indeed.
Okay. Should we do one more?
Let's do 1 or 2 more.
Okay.
This is a great bag. I'm so proud of it. Gould. Oh my god.
OG Hottie, right?
Elliot Gould.
Elliot Gould is the patron saint of Hot Minute.
He is the patron saint of Hot Minute. For those of you that don't know, Elliot Gould is the reason that Hot Minute exists.
Yep.
We were watching The Long Good Night.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, whatever. I don't know. Who is this?
We're trying to be smart and be
right. But that's the thing. I just said it wrong. We're not smart. I don't care about that movie. I just think he's so hot. And so then Ashley and I started talking about how hot he was. And then we started laughing about how we don't really care about the movie and we don't really want to learn. And then we were like, let's make a podcast.
There's really good pictures of when he was married to Barbara Streisand. There's really good pictures of the both of them. If you go, there's some right there. Yeah.
A very attractive Jewish couple.
We went to this art exhibit. We went to this museum and it was about like 60s. What was it? It was like pop art and television.
Yeah.
And they had this whole exhibit on this Barbara Streisand TV special from the 60s where she was just like, what was it? It was called like Barbara, and it was things. And it's like, here's the sets and now I'm singing. She had all these fabulous, like crazy mod gowns and outfits on. And it was like one of the highlight pieces of the whole exhibit. I just sat and watched it like 5 times in a row. It was fucking great. She's hot.
She's so hot. Okay, so this picture's been going around. The picture of Elliot Gould on the cover of TV Guide with Grover on his shoulder, and he's all wet.
Is he wearing the overalls?
He's wearing overalls, and he's damp for some reason. This picture.
This is so... It almost looks like a painting. It almost looks like a family portrait.
I would
like
put that up in their house.
You would?
Yes.
100%.
Like, what were they doing prior?
Probably
Were they like welding or like?
They were TIG welding. One of my favorite things about this photo as well is that someone recently found it. And so this has been going around lately on like Twitter. We'll share it with you guys. But somebody quoted like this picture and was like, yeah, did you get the pictures of Elliot Gould and Grover? And the guy's like, yeah, boss, real fucking sexy, just like you asked. It is. It's just like, who went out and was like, man, make sure that Grover is like on his back and like got his fingers in Elliot Gould's chest hair. Make sure Elliot Gould is wet.
Elliot Gould is so damp. Make sure like hose.
Spritz up the chest hair there.
Yeah. And like he's wearing like a Henley that is just hugging every contour of his bicep.
Yeah, there's a lot of forearm in this pic.
It's so great. And then they were like, yeah, sign it. Yeah, sign the cover. Oh, it's so good. He looks so good. He's hot. He's so hot.
He's the best. That's a good way to end it, right? On the patron saint.
Patron saint.
Patron saint. Elliot Gould. Range of Hanukkah and Hot Minute.
Hanukkah to Hanukkah.
To Hanukkah.
To Hanukkah.
To Hanukkah.
Yes, I am.
You said it. So you can find us on social media at Hott Minute, HOTT Minute, just how you spell that normally, on Instagram, on Facebook, whatever, all of those places. And this is a We Own This Town podcast. So thanks to Michael Eads and that whole thing, and Brett Rosenberg and Keish Knight, and to Dave.
Yes.
Brad.
Thanks, Brad and Dave. Thanks, Mike.
Pleasure.
My pleasure.
Thanks, Brett.
He works at Chick-fil-A. Bye.
Bye. Yay.
Thank you.
Cool. That was fun.
Oh my God. Hold on. Hey, stop it. Sorry, our dogs are barking. They hate Bob Dylan.